The real reason poor communities lack clean drinking water is infrastructure, disinvestment, and neglect over a period of time. If you look at this whole idea, and I've researched this over 4 decades, you look at infrastructure investments. Money follows money, money follows power, money follows whites. The idea that there are some communities that are judged less than and are oftentimes at the end of the line when it comes to investments. And it is not rocket science as to which neglected communities will end up having bad water. Water infrastructure issues are major concerns, and especially in the southern United States, that had a long history of Jim Crow segregation and differential treatment when it comes to infrastructure. Many of the dollars that go to infrastructure oftentimes being designated for white communities, whereas infrastructure dollars don't go to maintaining and fixing up predominantly black communities.
State of emergency declared in Mississippi. Nearly 200,000 people cut off from clean water.
Water is not safe to drink, and I would even say it's not safe to brush your teeth with.
State officials sending in experts to try and work on the pumps and the infrastructure here to provide that reliable running water.
Jackson is a classic example where the state of Mississippi has neglected funding monies that would go to cities. The city council and the mayors have to fight for getting dollars for infrastructure enhancements and improvements. And that's not atypical of many cities in the southern United States.
Poor residents have poor drinking water for the simple fact they can't afford to live anywhere else because you're putting them on the industrial side of that city. Around the Houston area, we have 150 concrete batch plants. A lot of these industry facilities are in poor communities, so they're ground zero.
My water coming out of my tub is brown, deep brown rust colored, and it's been going on really for about a year. It causes rashes, causes stomach problems. Drinking water, bathing water is very, very important.
We are in a black and brown community, and so it seems as if we kind of overlooked for improvements. As a block captain, taking water samples for the water to be tested for lead, we go, we knock on doors. We ask them would they like to volunteer to be in the water sampling, because everybody in Fifth Ward knows or have some type of idea what's going on with the lead in our water. We get the water samples inside the house and outside the house. We pack it in a cooler on ice. We call Dr. King from the Bullitt Center, and she comes and she drops it off at the lab.
Most Americans don't live in areas where there are crumbling pipes, but there are millions of people that do. And so in order to address this problem, we have to give it priority and say that we're gonna put money in those areas to fix this problem that's been neglected for too long.
My goal for the nickel is everybody to be treated equally. Be able to drink good, fresh water. On one side of town it looks different than the other side of town. We don't want to be different. We're the same. No matter what color, we're the same.